In this video, we will see how we can navigate from one page to another page in React. So we have something called as React router in React.js. So I'll demonstrate how to use React router in this video. So first, let me shift this content which is there to a new page. I'll call that as prod list. So let me just create a new file in src named as prod list.js and type sfc and name it as prod list, and here inside the return we would like to enter the code, but we need products as input and also handle click as the input. So save this and just copy this content from here, and so completely everything we can copy it from here and you can place it inside this return statement. So save this file and now invoke here prod list, but we should also give input. So I'm giving both this input products and also handle click is equal to the URL. The name is same, handle click, and you can close this thing. But before that we need to import it, so it automatically imported prod list. So let's see first what sort of output we have for this. So save both these files, thing which is the div component. So you can type div dot home, the emect syntax, and you can place whole of this code inside this div component, because we know that JSX template returns a single div component, and that has to be, so rest of the content everything should be there inside the div. So once we are done with this, save this whole file and let's now execute it. So Control C, npm run start. So yeah, we can see the output the same as earlier. So now the important thing is we would like to use React router so that we can create we can navigate between multiple pages. So in order to do that, first we need to install React router. So let me press Ctrl C, come out, and now install React router. So npm install react router dom @5 or 6, you can, depends upon the version which is available at the time. So I'm installing 5. So let's install React router. So once it is installed, to use router inside the div component. So let's place everything inside the router including this div component. So router, so router. So within this we try to place whole of this code. So let's do that. So copy this and paste it inside it. So save this. Now since router we have once we have done this, let's now use switch commands to actually switch between different links. So inside this div, so let me now use switch. Since I have multiple pages, I am trying to use this switch. So within this, individual routes will be placed. So I'll call route, and here I'll call each of those. For example, I want to place this whole of prod list inside this first route. So the important thing to be mentioned is what path we are going to give. Here I am going to give the path as the home path. So whenever someone access home link, it should display the prod list. In the same way, suppose I want something for a drop list. So suppose if someone access a path called as drop list, drop / drop list, if someone access this URL, then I would want to be displayed this drop list. So let's copy this and paste it here. So save this. So once we are done with this, and we also have, I think, one more. So these are the other contents which are leftover contents. In fact, for this we don't even need this, so I'm just removing it. So let's see whole of the code. So we have router, and within this router we have used switch since we have multiple URLs to be navigated. So now once we have this switch, so we will be using link. So whenever someone clicks on this URL, we have to open this prod list. So this mapping has to be done. So that mapping is what we can do using what is called as link. So using this link, so the first one is if the to URL is equal to /, then I'm going to send to home, which is so this is the something like a home which will be displayed. So if someone clicks on home, so it will go to this URL. This URL is nothing but the prod list. In the same way, suppose I have second one. See, here I would say drop list. So when someone types drop list, when someone presses on drop list, it will automatically go to this URL. So but the whole of this thing also should be present inside div. So div dot links. So inside this we try to place this whole code. So save this. So we have earlier created some syntax, some JSX, some CSS for nav. So we would like to use that CSS. So let me just see where it is. So if you see here, for navbar we have various CSS files. So we want to use the similar CSS content in our current file also. So let me go to app.js. So here what I'll do is I want to place whole of these under navbar. So under router, so let me open one more component, nav, and I will put every other code inside this nav. Copy this and paste it here. So let's save this. Once we save this, let's see how it responds. So this is not needed anyway, we are not using here anymore. Let's see what sort of output we get. So I think we did not import the file, so let us import browser router as route route. Usually it should auto type this. For some reason we are not able to get that, so I'm manually typing it. So let me place all this in brackets. So from React router DOM slash CJS slash React router DOM slash dot min. So we have imported all this. Now let us see the output. So if you go to the output, yeah, we are able to see all the output. So let's now refresh this. So we have all of those. So we can also see here home means this is the home link. When I click on drop list, it will go to the drop list. So I can access all of those whatever here, and I can click back home so that it goes back to home, drop list. So in this way you can move from one URL to the another URL. The important thing to be remembered in React router DOM is, see, in conventional request response model, every time we click on a URL, it is a request sent from the browser to the server, and server accordingly responds to it. Whereas here, the each time when we click on the URL or a button, it is not directly going to the server. React router is actually handling in the browser itself. So this is the difference. That's how React makes sure that that's why we call it single page application, and that's how React is quicker. The user interface, user interaction would be more smoother and easier, because each time when we click it, it is not making a request as a request to the server, but React router is handling all the routes by itself. So this is how it is different from the conventional request response model. So this is the output we have seen. So in this way React router works. So we have to import. So this step actually has to happen automatically, but we have to, for some reason I have typed it manually, but otherwise, so this is what we have done. We have placed all of the router, every code inside the router, and we have also here maybe you could also give the class name. We did not get the CSS, so if you give the class name as, so class n as capital, and you can mention it as navbar. So save this, and you could now go to the output. Now you can see little more better spacing and styling. You can see it, home and the drop list, and once again home. So in this way, this is the output. You can move from one page to the, you can navigate from one page to the other page using React router.